Hello, I'm Dr. Sindhu, one of treating doctor here today. May I confirm your good name, please? Nice to meet you, Mrs. Sophia. May I know what brings you here today? Okay. Anything else? A son, 2 years old. Okay, I'm really sorry to hear about it, Mrs. Sophia, and I understand your worries that being parent, how difficult a situation would be for you. As Mrs. Sophia, before I come to the management part, okay, in detail of this report, Mrs. Sophia, is Sana accompanying you today? All right, Miss Sophia, it would have been better if she accompanied you so that I would have examined her. Okay, so Mrs. Sophia, as she is new in our surgery, I need to ask few questions. Is it okay with you? Thanks for your cooperation, Mrs. Sophia. So, Mrs. Sophia, can you tell me what was the mode of delivery of Sana? Okay, and is her vaccination status as up to date? Is Sana taking her meal regularly? Okay. If she becomes short of breath while feeding, turns blue. All right. Okay, Miss Sophia, if she can sit. Okay. Is there any jerky or clumsy movements you have noticed? All right. And if any vacuums were used while delivery, any instruments? Okay. If she had any head injury? All right, Mrs. Sophia, has she achieved all milestones of her age in time? All right. So, Mrs. Sophia, you have said that Sana just keep lying in her bed, and you are worried your daughter will be able to walk or not. Is there anything else you'd like to add? All right. Mrs. Sophia, I'm really sorry to say, but I'm afraid that she might not work like her contemporaries. If it makes sense to you, Mrs. Sophia. I understand your worries, Mr. Sophia. Can I offer a glass of water? Mrs. Sophia, is anybody accompanying you at the moment? Are you feeling okay? Mrs. Sophia, do you think that you are sort of person who wants to know each and everything about the illness of your daughter? Are you sure? Are you feeling okay? Ms. Sophia, we can postpone our discussion to the next appointment. Okay. All right. So, Mrs. Sophia, do you know anything about cerebral palsy? Anything else you know? Okay. Yes, Mrs. Sophia. As you have heard something about cerebral palsy, I'm afraid that these children have no cure for the illness. But let me reassure you that much can be done to improve their condition. Okay, Mrs. Sophia. Yes, I understand your worries, Mrs. Sophia. Being a parent of female child, how worried you'd be. I can understand, Mrs. Sophia, and I'll try best of my abilities to help you in this situation. Okay, I'm here. Okay, I'll explain everything to you, Mrs. Sophia. Okay. Yes, Mrs. Sophia. So I can very well understand your thoughts about her future. Okay. And Mrs. Sophia, as far as her limbs movements are concerned, we can have the facility of physiotherapist. Okay. And they'll teach how to improve her joint movements and to prevent any contracture and deformities. Are you following me, Mrs. Sophia? Yes, Mrs. Sophia. Would it be a good idea if your daughter accompanies you in a next meeting so that I can look into more detail about her general condition, and if any test is required, we can offer her? How it sounds to you, Mrs. Sophia? All right. So, Mrs. Sophia, as you know, every patient responds to such type of treatment differently. Okay, a few children might need some surgical correction for the coming deformities of this limb, and few children work only with the help of braces. If it makes sense to you, Mrs. Sophia. Yes, Mrs. Sophia, will try to make her as independent as possible regarding eating, washing, working, and she'll need a special school with children of similar condition. Okay. But yes, Mrs. Sophia, I'm afraid she'll remain behind the normal children of her age. Okay. But I will try our very best, okay, so that she can be independent. Okay, Mrs. Sophia, is everything clear till now? Okay, Mrs. Sophia, so we'll continue to take care of her and follow up after regular intervals to check her general health, okay, and complication regarding her present illness. Is it okay with you? Is there anything else you want to ask me today? Okay, Mrs. Sophia, if you have any queries about the condition of your daughter, you can come again anytime, okay? And here is a leaflet. It includes all the information regarding cerebral palsy child and how to look after them, okay? Is everything clear till now? Should I summarize again it for you before you come worried to me? All right, Mrs. Sophia, I wish her a speedy recovery and healthy life. Okay, and take care of your daughter and yourself. Bye-bye.